Hello, good morning. All right, so let's get some momentum going this morning. This is my favorite subject. They're all my favorite subjects, but this is one that is, I see particular significant improvements gained by exploring. So, good morning if you're here on catch up, or good afternoon or evening if you're here later on catch up. And hello to Nicole, how are you? So, what you do now, Nicole, and anyone else who's here, is I want you to find, good morning, Sophie, a little bit of movement in your body, okay? And I want you to find a movement that starts to propel itself. So what we're looking at today is how the momentum is going to be, you are not going to be in charge of things. The momentum itself is what is creating the movement. So you could rock onto your feet and you could rock backwards. That might be a bit much. You could just take yourself from side to side. This is quite a nice, easy one. You're going to start to feel momentum in your body, and then we're going to start to think about how momentum impacts your singing. So first of all, we just want to think about what it is. So just rocking, I think you need some movement in your body here for the entire session. Now, I kind of do this anyway. I've realized I rock when I run these. So you can go side to side. Let's get some momentum going. Hi, Janet. Hi, Kiara. Hi, Naya. However your momentum is, make sure it's a comfortable one. Don't do anything that feels weird. Find something that feels like it's now taking care of itself. You know, the swinging balls, boing, boing, and how that just happens. The quantity of motion of a moving body measured as a product of its mass and its velocity. All right, so just have a think about that. The weight in which something is hit is what equates to what happens next. Hi, Amy. Hello, it's been ages. Nice to see you here. All right, so just get some kind of movement going in. It could be a figure of 8. If you don't like moving your body, you need to find something that you do like moving. It could just be your hand, okay? It could be just a kind of a swirly action, but make sure you are moving. And we're going to just do a little body scan while we're doing this. So just close your eyes and start to tune into that movement and see if you can find a way of creating that movement where it is just dealing with itself. So I'm still finding I'm having to do things a little bit. If we just rock side to side, see when you get to that point of weight, it just kind of comes back the other way. And then just feel how everything shifts in your body. Now, why is it so important to think about momentum in regards to singing? So we want the continuum of vocal fold closure. And you can see how maybe when we cut up different notes, we might not continue to have that nice closure. We want the continuum of the exhalation as well. We want the continuum of breath and body connection. But also, more than those technical things that are occurring that we want to retain, those techniques that they need to retain through the phrase, we also want to have the momentum which will drive the musicality. So music never does that, does it? Unless someone is writing something which is intended to just be completely static like that. It always has a flow to it. So let's have a little play around with this today. So quick body scan, eyes shut, drawing a breath in as you keep moving. If you feel like you want to stop moving, ask yourself why and see if you can find a more comfortable type of motion in your body. And you can change it, rocking backwards and forwards, breathing in. How does the breath change your momentum as you keep moving? Can you release any gripping in your toes right now? Can you release any gripping in the balls of your feet, in the heels? How are your ankles doing? Is anyone ankle gripping right now? Maybe around in a circle? Are you feeling like you have to contrive this, or is it taken on its own swing? And you can let me know in the comments. How are your calves doing? Shins and knees? Checking in right now. Any of it gripping? Can you just release it? And how does that shift your body without gripping something? How does that change the movement in your body up through your thighs, front and back, and your hips? Keep your eyes shut. With your eyes shut, how does that change things? Does it change your weight? Does it make you feel like you're going to fall over, or does it actually tune you more into your proprioception, your awareness of what's going on? Put your hands on your chest and just see if you can also feel your own breath in your body externally as you keep this movement going. And you know what? How's the movement feeling at the moment? Are you craving wanting to stand still, or is it quite nice to rock? Ask yourself that as well. And you can even get more of a sway. We're really going to play around with this and see if we can free your body up. Do you stay still when you start to sing? How can we take this into singing, even if we start to bring it right down to almost nothing, and that little rock that you've got now just becomes almost the wave of the breath? You can play around. You can take that movement now quite big, and you can start to make it smaller, and you can start to make it smaller, and you can start to make it so it's almost not there. And think about performers that you watch. Do they have this kind of movement in their body, or are they standing still? And also, I want you to just go from moving now, finding some kind of a nice movement that feels organic and feels nice and easy, to stopping. And just feel how that changes how you feel in yourself. So which one feels nicer? That kind of, is it quite soothing, that momentum? Or is it making you feel like you have to do a dance routine, try and get it right? Take it right down and then see if you can find stillness, complete stillness, with just the echo of that momentum. So a little bit of movement. And can you take that movement that you had into your breath now? So you almost keep that going. And what we're also getting is a kind of rhythm. I imagine your momentum is probably taking on a rhythm of itself. Okay, so we're going to keep this going. Your challenge today is to keep moving through this. And if you want to, you can kind of move around the room a little bit more. You can walk around, you can change it, you can shift it, you can take it onto a gesture, but you're going to keep moving for the next 25 minutes or so. It's really calming as well. I think that good. Is anyone not liking the rocking? This is also interesting to know. Does anyone feel like it's just making them feel travel sick or stressed? And we want to ask that, or is everyone feeling quite calm with a bit of rocking here? All right, so I want you to keep doing this, where we just get our fricatives going, connecting the body to the sound. So we're almost going to connect the body to the momentum now. So we're going and so often when we do this, we're standing still, but we're checking that everything can stay really fluid. There's so many benefits of momentum. It's about keeping that learned tension out of the body, but also keeping that musicality going. It's not where's the beat? Long one. Keep the momentum going through that long note and see how it affects the note. Increase that movement and see if that makes the note richer or if it diminishes the note. Do your fricatives feel freer because you're moving today? Can you feel that when you hit your own kind of bodily downbeat, that part where your body connects and bounces back again, can you hear the tone change? Because the weight of your body will create a little bit more airflow, a little bit more closure in your vocal folds. So it will create these kind of physiological impacts which manifest in musicality, if that makes sense. So if you rock double time, you're going to get a mini pulse double time. Whereas if you rock half time, that pulse occurs less regularly. Okay, we're going to move to our lip trills, and we've got, now, if you're playing piano, do you think the pianist plays like this? Do, 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 just dropping the finger down? Or do you think a pianist has that flow in their body as well? That, have you ever seen a pianist who sits there completely still and plops their finger on those notes? Or is there always that momentum? And where does it start from? It's not just the fingers, it's the wrist, it's the hand, it's the shoulders, it's the body. And that is what's creating that's what's creating the shape of the phrase. It's the movement of your body creates the musicality. Now just plop them this time. Is it tense or is it free? Now imagine the notes are kind of flowing down a slide. And we're going to allow that flow through the notes as we start to sing. Feel the flow. It always keeps moving. Where's the down? Literals propelling those notes. The notes of carrying on that momentum. The sound is measured as a product of its mass and velocity. Going down. So maybe if there's more air, the product of the sound moves is a different one to if there's less exhalation. Or if there's more closure in your vocal folds, the product of the sound is different than if there's just a light closure. And the funny thing is, when we do that, you don't even really think about it, do you? You just suddenly go, oh, the sound just kind of happened. I wasn't making it, it was just happening. Okay, we're going to do our puffy cheeks. And we're going to change the note pattern, okay? Can you hear that? So we got 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 1. It sounds a little bit like it's from Merrily We Roll Along. Sometimes Merrily We Roll Along. Okay, so you're going to go. We're getting quite syncopated, so we're really having to feel that in that momentum. So let's get the momentum going on to tempo. Let's find some comfortable movement in your body. Can you hear how it's just slightly off beat? Da, 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 da. So you're having to work with your body. So make sure you've got that momentum going, that nice easy one. We're going to move it up. 2, 3, and 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 1, 4, 3, 1. Moving up. You saw my piano playing out, don't I? Keep the movement going. And your notes are physical manifestations of the momentum in your body. How are you finding these slightly offbeat notes with the momentum of your body? How are the notes affected by your movement if you do it slightly more rigorously? Keep going. Let's get the movement going a little bit stronger. 2 more. Side to side. Last one. Round the circle. All right. Let's use the momentum a little bit more vigorously. So keeping everything going. Have you wanted to stop, or are you happy keeping moving? So we're going to go. What should we do? What notes have I written down? Those ones. Okay, it's going to be very low at the beginning. So you are going to basically bounce off the first note. So even though the first note is on the 5th, you're going to do a little it's very low at the beginning. Okay, so everything comes off that first note. Imagine you have dropped a ball, boing, and it goes up. The notes are the journey of that ball after you've dropped it. So you can throw it down, and that note is just going to keep moving. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I gotta watch out while I'm playing. 5, 6, 7. Make sure you drop the ball. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Drop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Drop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Good. Okay. Apart from having to learn, note patterns and count and things like that, how did that top G? That was quite a high note we did there. Our last one, I think dropping down before the note feels really nice as a way of getting up to those top notes. One more new note pattern. Just keep your brains on gear, and then we'll go back to our old routine. We're way ahead of time. See the time, it's usually about 22 minutes in when we get into this part, so we're good for time. All right, so what needs to continue through the phrase when you're singing? Air, you never want to stop the air, the closure of your vocal folds, the connection of your body. We're going to go to our tilty setup because I just think it's really important to get that larynx into that different position before you spend the whole day speaking in the kind of familiar position. So let's just start off with just having a little play around with your own tiltiness, whatever that means to you, a bit of your, because we go quite fast usually. By this stage, I'm looking, hello, I can't see who you are, but keep that. If you've just arrived now, get some momentum. We're doing momentum today, but we're ahead of schedule. So I'm just going to get your tilting kind of familiarity and awareness going on. So let's feel that rocking motion. Think about what's happening. Cartilage potentially tilting forward, a little bit backwards. We don't really care. It doesn't really matter, does it? Tilt's all very kind of in conversation at the moment. Hi, Jay. All right. But you can feel, you will get that length in your vocal folds, which is going to make it easier to go high. And that space at the back, and it drops down, doesn't it? Yawdy. So you get that nice big acoustic space at the back. Lots of classical singers sing with a lot more of this low larynx. Enables them to go much higher and also to create extra acoustic space. All right, so the notes we're going to be doing today are apparently that. So we're going to do it on a whoa. We're going to go whoa, 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 whoa. But it's momentum day. So let's get it going in your body. Good morning, Emma Pilot. Get it going in your body, all right? So the body is moving. The movement in your body is propelling the air, propelling the vocal fold closure. You can use your hands if you want to imagine your vocal folds coming together. You can use your hands if you want to imagine the air. But the movement in your body is what's propelling the sound, the body connection. Whoa, 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 whoa. If you want to, just hold your nose. We've got time just to check that you haven't gone nasal. Whoa, 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 whoa. Did you have to shift the sound around then? Just to check, was it a bit in your nose? It was a bit in my nose. Whoa, 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 whoa. Is that sound really following the body? Or is there a conflict here? Are you really letting the body lead? Whoa, 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 whoa. Does that make sense to you as well? To think the body leads, the sound follows. 3, 4. Whoa, 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 whoa. So instead of being scared of the top note, just let the body fall. Whoa, 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 and trust that the voice will follow that. Whoa, 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 whoa. And what happens if you trust that your body will propel the sound? Whoa, 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 whoa. Keep it going up, nice and yawny. Whoa, 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 whoa. The voice is following the body, not the other way round. Whoa, 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 whoa. Keep going. Yawny. Whoa, 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 whoa. Trust that the body will lead it. Last one. Whoa, 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 whoa. All right, that's really high because yes, not too high, not too high. We will get you higher. Let's get up to the top C now. How did that feel there when you just let your body, your voice follow your body? Again, are you at conflict with your body a little bit when you're singing? You know, standing very still. Does it feel better to allow that momentum to propel the air, to propel the closure, to propel the body connection, to propel the musicality? Let's go back to our familiar phrase on the next one. So on our we, again, let's take the time to build it up because it's the opposite of what we've just done. We don't want all that length and roundness and all of that. We wanted lots of width on this next one. Let's do it on a gee, shall we? Just to mix it up a bit. Ooh, can we make some ring happen here? Let's say hello to our sinuses. Or we if you want to. We. Votes in the comments. Which one do you like better? Nee, or that knee. Nee makes my jaw tight. Some reason. Gee. What's your favourite one? Which one can you feel the most resonance on? How much can you get to know those sinuses today? Find the one that the note combo of consonants and vowel that works for you. The one that feels most comfortable. All right, hold your nose, check you're not nasal. Nice. Okay. All right. Let's get the momentum going again. Should we run on the spot? And then as we go up, can we just drop so that you're going gee, 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 gee. So on the gee, 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 the one where it goes up, you're just going to drop and let the note follow. Okay, so you've got this momentum going in your body. There's some in your arms here. Just going to get a bit more athletic now. Yeah, you are doing stuff, but there's a momentum here, isn't it? Your arms, you're not lifting them up and down. They're swinging. The notes are going to follow the body. They're going to follow that drop as if you suddenly found that you've missed the step. Do it again. You can do your own drop wherever you want. The important thing is to let your voice follow the drop in your body. Okay. And as you drop, what comes out of your mouth? There's going to be a little bit of air come out, I think. Which is going to propel the rest of the phrase. See how this changes things for you. Everyone waking up now? I am. 1, 2, 3. Keep running, feel the momentum. And get the momentum in your body. And let's get a bit more vigorous with your running. Right. Take a second. Just like they do in Bikram yoga, and like Heidi talks about motor learning. Take 10 seconds now to feel the consequence. Close your eyes. 10 seconds to feel the consequence of that very energetic, very sensory exercise in your body. Think about where you are of your sinuses right now. Are they a little buzzier? Can you feel your heart beating in your body? Can you feel the echo or the audiation echoes of what you've just sung? And where did that sound feel like it was in your body? Do you feel like it was in your whole body? Do you feel like it was in your mouth? And just take a moment to bring your attention inwards for just a quiet 10 seconds to feel the echoes of what you've just done in your body. So according to Heidi Moss's neuroscience at the moment, by taking 10 seconds throughout your learning, you can build pathways quicker. She'll be talking to us about that in December. Body feel a bit different to how it did about 20 minutes ago. All right. So with this kind of new state of being, and also I just needed to do that because I was very out of breath having run up and down. Let's do our consonants. So let's focus on magnifying glass on the tongue. Drop the jaw. Take the heels of your hands. Just drag down. Let's just get the tongue really bouncing around. So after me. Yeah. And look at yourself if you can, and let's make sure it's just the tongue, not your jaw. Okay, here we go again. Yeah. Yeah. You have to work quite hard at that, don't you? Yeah. If you want to, just put a bit of gentle pressure on your chin. Yeah. The more you use your tongue, the more you'll feel your body engage. Yeah. Ga. That gives you more attack, doesn't it? Let's try a ya with the attack of a ga. Yeah. Is that because you've got to get the sneaky e in. Yeah. No. My N doesn't want to work without my jaw. I don't know about yours. Ga. All right, let's get some momentum back into our bodies. We're going to finish off with your haze. And again, just let your haze come out of the movement of your body. But let's see if we can bring it to a more a kind of momentum that you would actually get away with doing in an audition now. So if you're going to go into an audition, you're going to be like this. You're going to slightly confuse the panel. So you probably won't get away with it. And again, performing. I mean, yes, once you're actually in motion, you're kind of moving around. You can keep that momentum going a bit. But if you're having to go into an audition room, so let's just take your momentum. Let's bring it back into the kind of the stillest way that you can still feel it. And then whilst keeping on kind of the kind of momentum you would get away with. So if I was performing now, would I get away with this amount of momentum? Would you think I was moving too much? Or is this suddenly, this feels like too much, but before felt okay? So you want to get to the smallest amount that you can without whilst still keeping that movement in your body, okay? So we're going to go, so 1, 2, it's hard to count and gasp. 3 counts, then gasp on 4, keep the momentum. 1, 2, 3. Hey. 1, feel that momentum. Hey. Let the body propel the sound. Gasp. Hey. Trust that the movement in the body will propel the sound, the air. Hey. And 3, 2, 1, in. Hey. And 3, and 2, and 1. Hey. Take the movement more if you need to. Hey. Bring it down to as still as you can whilst keeping the movement there. Hey. An internal movement. Big gasp in. Hey. And last one, top A for anyone who's singing in Sophia's class today. Hey. All right, beautiful. Okay, I think you have acting through song with Sophia now for anyone who's doing that. So enjoy. And Ken Bozeman's in this week on Wednesday, and then all you singer-songwriters, I think it's part 3 with Marlon this this week. So there's going to be a showcase of your songs soon. Don't forget to get your Larry O'Keefe songs learnt. You've got about 4 days before submission opens. We open up the Facebook group on Monday, October the 24th. So get them ready. All right.